During their face-off, he would also gift Mike Tyson a pigeon. I think this is an allusion to Mike Tyson's Joker origin story, where as a kid he had this pet pigeon, and a bully came up and ripped its head off and threw it in his face.
It's first smack me, you want this? And he ripped the bird head off, hit me with the bird, threw blood on me, but I just fought, and it's not like I was sensational. I was just flaring away, and I guess I hit him more than he hit me, so I won.
That doesn't happen to normal people, y'all. Like, you weren't growing up as a little kid, oh, my mom, papa, you wasn't growing up like that, and the bully ripped the pigeon's head off and threw blood at you. No, that didn't happen. So stop sitting here acting like he's 58. No, I'm talking to you, Mr. Oh, he's 58 years old. I can whoop him. No, you cannot. You cannot whoop him, bro. You didn't get pigeon blood thrown on you. That made him different.
Oh!
Also a perfect record. 35 fights. 35 victories, including 32 wins by knockout, including 22 consecutive KOs, and he has KO'd every opponent he's faced over the last 8 years.
It's about to be a murder. It's about to be a murder. What'd you say to me, Jake? Jakey, what'd you say to me? I want to eat your kids. I want to eat your kids. I'm gonna devour your soul. Huh? Oh, there you go, Jake. Here I come. I think Mike Tyson will smack me for doing that.
Yes.
I can't believe this is still happening. Well, me either. If you're out the loop and don't know what we talking about the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight. What? Now this fight been delayed, pushed back, canceled, reapplied, what? And started again. Like, I'm surprised they even still doing it. I had no clue what was going on. This fight was supposed to happen in July. It is November. How many months is that? August. Bruh. It's come after August. I forgot. August, September, October, November. That's 4 months. That's 4 months. And they told us about this fight last year. So it's not like, oh, 4 months is not that long. The fight was supposed to happen 4 months ago. That means it was a whole anticipation, a whole year of training until July 15th. And then it got pushed back another 4 months. Come on, bro. Nah. I feel like that's something crazy. Like GTA mess around and do the same thing when it come out. GTA 6.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
But regardless of how long it took, today is still the day. The day we witness a murder on Netflix. Jake Paul, what are you doing? I told you to blink twice if you wanted to get up out of there. Why didn't you blink? We can't save you now. Mike is hungry and he's got to eat something. And it looks like you're on the menu, my guy. I'm talking about... I'm finna feed you. I want to eat your kids. I want to eat your kids, Jakey. Jakey, I want to eat your kids. There's something wrong with him, bro.
This nigga is crazy.
So we just finna get into this video and see what's going on with this fight and, you know, how everybody reacting to it. So let's get into it. Let's go.
At this point, it has been months since we last talked about this upcoming fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
Yep.
Some of you may remember that this was supposed to go down back in May of this year, but got postponed after Mike had a medical emergency while flying back home.
Also,
yeah. Oh, that's not that big of, I mean, it's a big deal, but you can get past it.
Yeah, I got past it, thank God.
Well, now we are only a couple of days removed from the fight, and we've seen what Mike has to offer, we've seen what Jake is doing, and it's all up to people with mixed opinions. Some people think Mike is going to go in there and turn the clock back to 1985 and knock out the Disney star once and for all.
I would take the pro athlete over the hardworking, big tough guy, YouTuber, businessman who's worked his tail off to be I think a legitimate boxer.
While others think he's just too old and might get embarrassed. I mean, some people are predicting.
If you said he's too old, look at me with a straight face. Are you gonna fight him? You're gonna fight a 58-year-old Mike Tyson? Do you need to see some clips of him beating somebody up in his prime?
Yes.
I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
Wow. Look at me. That's something you don't lose. His fists are weapons. Oh! He doesn't need a gun. He hit you in your head is exploded. You died. Now your head's broke.
Think that this is going to be a disaster. And then you have a whole other crowd who thinks this entire thing is about as real as WWE wrestling.
But I have a hard time believing that that fight's not going to be scripted in some way or another. I think that they sign a contract, right? I think that in the contract it says that Mike Tyson can't knock out Jake Paul, and that like Jake has to win in a certain round.
Netflix actually released this series a couple of weeks ago that's kind of like a behind the scenes in anticipation for the fight. And apparently this show is top 10 in 80 different countries according to Jake Paul. Here's a little clip from that series.
Final thing, I presume that Mike Tyson is watching this right now. Is there anything you want to say to him?
Mike, I love you, but this is my sport now. So
he done lost his mind.
I'm so honored you're a legend, but I'm gonna take your throne, brother.
It's just so funny that Jake says this is my sport now, when the only time he ever fought a legitimate boxer within 10 years of his age range, he pretty much got dog walked.
Jake, you were just talking about your career and how it's grown, and you've said in the past that you want to be taken seriously as a boxer. So, if that is your goal, when can we expect you to start fighting legitimate contending fighters in your given weight class?
I think you're the same dumbass from the other event.
I am that same dumbass.
I've got your next opponent here, Jake. Two new hips.
There's a fundamental difference between me and Jake. He's a manufactured killer. Television and paper made him a killer. He's manufactured. I'm a natural born killer.
Damn.
I'm not fighting somebody that said that. I'm not fighting him, bro. He got it. Look at his eyes. He's dangerous. I'm not fighting somebody that said he's a manufactured killer. I'm a natural born one. I'm not fighting somebody like that. No. Clearly, he dangerous. No. I'm natural born. Natural born, Jakey. You wasn't out there eating sardines for breakfast. You wasn't doing it, Jakey. You wasn't. He's right. I wasn't eating sardines. I had pancakes. I can't whoop him. I'm sorry, it just is what it is. I can't whoop Mike Tyson. You can't either.
The difference.
Tell me that Mike ain't out here looking like an angry ass shark. And let's just hope and pray on Friday night that this man is smelling some blood in the water. Can you imagine how great this scene would be, how viral the video would go, if Mike can actually land that knockout punch?
This fight is over. Tyson's gunned down yet another opponent, a knockout victory.
I mean, honestly, at this point, especially after the medical emergency, this whole thing has kind of become a lose-lose for Jake. Because if he wins, he beat up this 60-year-old man, and if he loses, he got his ass whooped by someone who's about 30 years out of his prime. Netflix would also release this short trailer in anticipation for the fight.
There's never been a night this big. This is Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. This is the fight the world's been waiting for.
I mean, what do you guys think? Does this whole fight set a bad precedent for boxing? Should this just be considered more in the realm of entertainment?
Yeah.
I read somewhere that Jake is actually getting paid twice as much as Mike, which is just insane to me, considering that Mike is definitely the main draw.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mike, here's how he was apparently looking in his last sparring session today. And as you guys can see, Mike looks about as ready to go as he can be.
He 58? Oh my God! He 58? No, he not fit. Bro, stop talking to me, bro. This not no regular 58-year-old, bro. Look at 25 and look at 58. I don't see no difference. He looked bigger at 58. He looked more dangerous old. I ain't gonna lie though, young Mike Tyson.
What is that?
Hey, I wouldn't mess with him either, but old Mike Tyson, come on, man. Like, this man is dangerous, bro. I don't care what nobody say. Look at him. He just look ready.
I mean, obviously, the guy is a far cry from his prime, but do I still think that this version of him could fuck up about 98% of people out there?
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, you know this man still has to have the power. Now, the stamina and the speed, that might be a different question. And while he might not still be doing those intense neck workouts that he became so infamous for, this man is obviously still putting in the work when it comes to his training.
2, 3, 4.
Look at his neck.
6.
Like a pit bull.
8. 9. 3, 4, 5.
And it's truly my belief that Mike is taking this fight as serious as he can. Listen, I'll take any sort of knockout. If Mike has to put him down with the body shot, I'm totally cool with that.
What's good for today? Yeah. I told it. You sure? Yeah, me too. You fucking sure? Yeah. Absolutely. Yes. You sure? Yes. Fuck with me, it's all right? Let's do this. You did great. We're done. You sure? Yes.
I mean, if one thing is true, I think that training like this and anticipating a big fight in this way has definitely woken up some monsters within Mike. And Jake is lucky that he's so old, because I think if this fight was around 10 years ago, he might have literally killed Jake Paul in that ring, sent him home in the body bag. And then Mike...
Speaking of send Jake Paul in the body bag, did y'all see him smack Jake Paul in the little face up, or what's it called? I think, you know, I saw something on TikTok. Jake Paul stepped on his foot by accident, and Mike Paul, what is wrong with me? That's gotta be a disease like dyslexia with talking. What is that? I mix up my words. I deserve this. Mike Tyson slapped him, basically, is what I was trying to say. Slapped the mess out of him. I'm not gonna lie, that slap looked like it would have broke my neck. I'm talking about I would have hit a 360 around my head and died. I don't know. Maybe I'm gassing Mike Tyson, but I'm scared.
Has been dropping some daily motivation on the timeline.
I've been doing this for years. Teenagers, so it's just a form of anticipation.
4, 5, 6, 7.
And that's what I mean. Mike is like re-entering that realm. He's re-entering that zone. This might be his one final chance to show what he can really do even at his pretty old age.
Is 58 old? Yeah, to be fighting.
Damn, he said he was made for this fight. Please, boxing gods, let him fuck Jake Paul up. Mike would actually link up with one of his old mentors during his training camp.
This is the strongest I've ever seen you.
Yeah?
Yeah, the strongest I've ever, and I know you since you're 13. I think this is so, this impresses me. Nothing impresses me. You know, I'm gonna tell you the truth, I don't lie. I was worried about him traveling here, traveling there, he's not getting, I can sleep now at night.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Just one time for the old guys, Mike. Just fuck Jake up.
That's the best we've seen him yet.
I know I'm pausing a lot, but another thing, I'm not doing this with Mike Tyson. I done seen him hit this man on accident at least 5 times. I'm talking about in the face. What? I don't know how he's surviving him. I don't know. Like, maybe he used to get hit by Mike Tyson. But again, Mike Tyson hit me. I died. Bruh.
And obviously Mike looks really good here, but like we've discussed before, it's always in kind of these short bursts. The visual effects, the cuts, the edits, it can all make it look a little faster than it actually is, so let's see how he looked at his open workout.
He still looked fast, like, no difference.
In Catskill under Customato, he was a prodigy of Customato as well. The last
I mean, obviously he's not going to be going 100% here, but he looks good. Do I think he's going to be able to last a full fight? We're going to have to see. And here's how Jake looked at his open workout. I guess he's running around calling himself El Gallo now, so he has a taxidermied chicken up on his head. And here I think he's just doing kind of the regular Jake Paul thing, pretty much just trolling. You don't really get much out of this footage because he really doesn't give a shit. I mean, this is almost less than going through the motions. Here's what Mike had to say about his family watching him fight Jake.
Outside of the fans watching and all the eyes on you, I'm sure the most important ones are your family.
To my children, I'm nobody. But that night, they're going to find out their father's very special.
So he's saying my kids never really saw me like that. They know me as the dad. They know me as this guy who used to fight. You know, they've seen all the VHS tapes. But now I'm about to give them some shit that they can watch on Blu-ray. Put his ass on a Disney Plus poster. Jake is obviously going into this fight extremely cocky. He says he's not only going to KO Mike Tyson, but he's then going to fight Canelo.
It's going to be a short night for Mike.
Would Canelo be the next fight, finally? Would that happen?
If he's not a fucking puta.
There's the answer.
Jake Joseph Paul will knock out Mike Tyson Friday, November 15th.
There it is.
Say goodbye to your son.
History books.
I mean, Canelo fighting Jake Paul at this point would be like a coughing baby versus a hydrogen bomb. Now, this is one of the more questionable face-offs I've ever seen.
Wow, what the heck is that?
Nah, that's this AI. Is the weird shit that people are doing with AI these days. Here, Jake says it's going to be the biggest moment in boxing history when he puts Mike Tyson down on the canvas.
The biggest moment in all of boxing history when I put this man to sleep.
He dreams a lot. This is not going to come true, young man.
I'm sorry, but the little dangling boxing earring is hilarious. Now, some people have even been alleging that Jake is on steroids due to the complexion of his face. During their face-off, he would also gift Mike Tyson a pigeon. I think this is an allusion to Mike Tyson's Joker origin story, where as a kid he had this pet pigeon, and a bully came up and ripped its head off and threw it in his face.
It's first smack me. You want this? And he ripped the bird head off, hit me with the bird, threw blood on me, but I just fought. And it's not like I was sensational. I was just flaring away, and I guess I hit him more than he hit me, so I won.
That doesn't happen to normal people, y'all. Like, you weren't growing up as a little kid, oh, my mom, papa, you wasn't growing up like that, and the bully ripped the pigeon's head off and threw blood at you. No, that didn't happen. So stop sitting here acting like he's 58. No, I'm talking to you, Mr. Oh, he's 58 years old. I can whoop him. No, you cannot. You cannot whoop him, bro. You didn't get pigeon blood thrown on you. That made him different.
I guess.
I got you a gift, Mike.
You want no pigeon?
But I wanted you to have this.
Thank you, Jay. Looks like a low budget pedigree, but I'll feed him to my falcon.
Oh.
So that's food for your falcon?
Yeah.
And during their face-off, it was pretty obvious that Jake knew better than to troll Mike Tyson to his face, the way he did Tyron Woodley and Ben Askren.
Final word? Can I grip them cheeks after this?
I thought that this was crazy as well. At the fight, there's going to be a $2 million owner's package. It features this specially made ringside suite. Other extras include a pre-fight locker visit with Paul and Tyson, a private security detail, and standing on stage during the weigh-in. Yeah, for 2 million smackaroos, I think that I'll pass. I mean, you're sitting right there, but you're still watching the thing on TV. It really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, I gotta say, if somebody actually pays $2 million to sit here, it might take the new record for the biggest waste of money I've ever seen. These are apparently the official rules of the fight. Knockouts will be permitted. This will be sanctioned as a pro bout, meaning it will go on both of their records. The fight consists of 8 2-minute rounds. Yeah, I think that maybe Mike's got that. I don't know if I want to see him go into the 8th round. And they are going to be wearing 14-ounce gloves and obviously no headgear. I don't know, like I already said, I do kind of just see this entire situation as a lose-lose for Jake at this point. I want to know what y'all predict is going to happen in this fight down below. I'm obviously hoping that Mike beats the brakes off of Jake, but we're going to have to wait and see. For now, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and some other crazy boxing matchups out here need to be covered, so I'm out. Peace.
Man, bro. I think Mike's gonna win. Yeah, simple as that. I think Mike gonna beat the brakes off him too. I think Mike gonna hit him so hard, his chin fell off. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. He is old though, bro. And I'm not gonna lie. I seen him fight that other old dude that one time. It was a few years back. And the old dude just kept grabbing him. And I don't know, it was a pretty weak fight. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't think that was just exhibition. This is like a real thing. So maybe it'll be better. I don't know. So I guess we'll see tonight. And yeah, hopefully Mike Tyson can hit Jake Paul with that uppercut and put him to sleep. So like I said, let me know what y'all thought about this video down below in the comments. Who you think gonna win? Let me know something down below. Y'all know, if y'all enjoyed the video too much, just subscribe. We're on the way to 10,000 subscribers. And hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. It just makes sense to the like button if you like the video. No. I wanna eat his soul. Jakey, I wanna eat his soul. Let me eat you. I'm sorry, Mike.